what you can do, the main ingredient in the fat fighter is the neopuntia.
That was a hot mess.
Prickly pear cactus. And you can Google the health benefits of the prickly pear cactus, and it gives you all of that. It helps fight obesity, and it helps stabilize.
If you'll update it real quick, we're going to finish up the party pad, and then we'll let Aleta start her training.
Post it on social media that you can tell.
Or actually, I'm on Facebook now, so I can.
And they're thinking about taking it for diabetes.
Hey, if you'll update it and write success, I'll update it in my team group, and then I'll update it in the
website and in our brochure. It says that
okay, thanks.
Okay, bye. It does say that. So, did you just tell them, or you can say whatever's listed, yeah. And that you can tell them if they would like more information to Google the health benefits of the prickly pear cactus, the neopuntia cactus, and it has all that listed online. So I'm going to show you a fat fighter demo, and this glass is like the contents of your stomach, and I'm just pouring about a tablespoon of cooking oil, and I've crushed up a couple of fat fighters, and I'm going to sprinkle that on there. And that's going to start to absorb. And you take 2 fat fighters after a heavy meal. And if you want to do it for weight loss, or to keep, if you're on vacation, to keep from gaining weight, do it after your 2 heaviest meals. My husband is a type 2 diabetic, and we're treating his naturally. So he takes this twice a day. He eats oatmeal for breakfast, or a protein shake, and then after lunch and after dinner, he takes the fat fighters. Okay, now you can see how it acts like a sponge. See how it's starting to grab that fat? It will grab up to 78% of your fat, carbs, and up to 28% of your fat after a heavy meal. And it's white pant proof. Who's heard of Ally? Has anybody had any experience with Ally?
Your customers will hear about it, and that's the first thing.
Yeah. And I've taken the Xenical, and it's like the Ally too. And the Ally and the Xenical and products like that work inside your colon, so you have leakage, you have diarrhea and gas and bloating. With the fat fighter, it works in your stomach. You just take 15 minutes up to an hour after you eat, and it's like a sponge, and it absorbs.
Okay, we're live.
So can you see the fat fighter?
We're doing the fat fighter demonstration, and then we're going to start the training. Sorry, guys.
And then you express it out through a medium. And then if you have problems doing that, we've got a product called Regular that's really good for that too. And it gently cleanses and scrubs the colon walls. So in your skinny pack, you got a box of 4 wraps. So you've got a full treatment. You got a full bottle of your fat fighter, and you got a full tube of defining gel. And the retail price on that is $211. The loyal customer price is $109. So you've got a savings of $102 on just that one pack. Now the next pack we're going to talk about is this is an old one. This is an old flip chart. So you got a new one? I think I do. I just grabbed one off my desk. So I grabbed it. I should. I just bought a whole pack of them. Anybody got a flip pad? There you go. Thanks. Okay. So the next pack we're going to talk about is like a total makeover. You've got your box of 4 wraps. You've got a box of facials, so you can do a wrap a week and a facial week. You can have a spa treatment at home. You've got your full tube of defining gel, and you've got your lifting lip and eye cream. This is one of my favorite products. I use the lip and eye cream twice a day. I can show you, can you pull up a picture, my before picture and after? I've been in this business for 4 years, and I've used these products for 4 years. And they'll show you the difference. I found a picture in my photos, a picture with no makeup on in 2010 and a picture of today. And the difference in my skin is phenomenal. I don't have the crow's feet that I had, the puffiness that I had, and that's what the lifting with an eye cream does. You can put it around your eye, you can put it on your eyelid, and I put it right here, and I even put it up on my forehead, and I got rid of all my wrinkles up here. And I, do you? Never thought of that. That's good. And then I put it around my lips and on my lips, and I use it twice a day. And that's only $29 as a loyal customer. But we have our greens, and our greens are alkalizing powder. The greens have changed my life. I have fibromyalgia, and when I started these products 4 years ago, I was averaging taking steroids about 4 to 5 times a year for my fibro. And I haven't had any prescriptions or steroids in 4 years. And I take the greens, the vitals, and occasionally the relief. So we're going to let you taste the greens. We have the orange flavor. We're going to let you taste the orange first. And it just takes 2 little scoops. And we've got 3 sizes that you can choose from the greens. This is the family size. But in this pack, in the It Pack, you've got a shorter container that's 1 person for a month. And it just takes 2 scoops, 2 little scoops. It's very concentrated. And it alkalines your body, detoxes your body, boosts your immune system, and gives you energy. When I feel like I'm getting sick, when I feel like I'm coming down with something, I take up to 6 scoops a day. And it's just fruits and vegetables and superfoods, that's all it is. And people that juice, they could be really good customers for you. Betsy, you want to tell them about a customer you just signed up? She was juicing.
I had a customer that was juicing to lose weight. She was strictly juicing and not eating any food. And it was costing her about $800 a month. And she went through her regimen and named off the majority of everything she was buying and juicing within her greens. With the program that she was doing. I mean, you just go through there more. There's more in our greens than what she was juicing. Yeah. She was excited to find this product. Yeah.
Now you tasted the orange, and she's giving you a taste of the berry. The orange isn't sweet, but a lot of people like the orange. The berry is sweetened with stevia. And I like the, what?
How about the orange juice?
The orange and orange juice? I think the orange are good I think they're good in smoothies. The orange.
There's no stevia in the orange.
No, there's no stevia in the orange, but there is stevia in the berry because the berry's sweeter. Now, you haven't ever tasted it before. What's your favorite flavor? The orange or the berry? Uh-huh.
Oh, I tasted the orange at home.
Oh, did you?
I kept saying orange. Yeah, orange. You couldn't taste better than there was the berries.
I just put berry in a bottle of water so I could, if it settles to the bottom, I can shake it up. My grandson doesn't like to drink it because it turns whatever he drinks green. So I buy the little short bottles of the grape juice, the 100% grape juice, and put in that. He can't see that it turns green.
Green water bottles of it.
Awesome. That's good.
I can look at their milk.
Okay. So you've got your facial, you've got your wrap, you got your defining gel, you got your lifting lip and eye cream, and you've got your greens to get you healthy on the inside. If you have a customer that's getting, having a lot of issues, you might want to start them out on the greens first before they even try the wrap. If you know that they're toxic and they've got on a lot of medication and they just have a really unhealthy diet and really overweight, they're going to have a lot better results if you put them on the greens at least a week before they try their first wrap. You're going to have a happier customer there. So with that retail price, if you bought each one of those stickers, it's $299. and the loyal customer price is $179. So you've got a savings of $120 on there. So does somebody want to tell me about the loyal customer referral program? Who would like to talk about that? Are you all familiar with that? So when you go out to eat, or you go to a movie, you share that with your friends, don't you? So when you sign up a loyal customer, they get a share link. They can manage their own portal. So they get a share link. If they share that on social media like Twitter or Instagram, they immediately get 10 perk points that they can redeem for free product. For every $10 that they spend, they get $1 back. For every customer, their first 30 days that goes on that and signs up, the company will reward them with a free box of wraps or $35 in product that they can get. And that's unlimited too. So if you have a lady that's going to have a party for you, then you can sign her up as a loyal customer prior to her party or at her party. All her friends at her party can sign up under her, and then she gets all that reward. The only drawback from that is that as a distributor, you don't get the wrap rewards for that. Okay, so just keep that in mind.
You do get commission though.
You do get commission, and then it helps build your commission. So we've got, you get wholesale pricing. It's a 3-month commitment, but they can change the product each month, and it's just a minimum of 1 product. After the 3rd month or $125 order, they get free shipping. 6 months, they stay a loyal customer for 6 months, they get 50 bonus points to spend and free product. A year, they get 150. I had a customer the other day that had 300 and something points, and she went on a shopping spree. So just remember, if they stop their auto ship too, they have 30 days to redeem their perk points. So keep up with that. Right now, you can go back through your list and call your customers and tell them about the holiday packages too. They can save a lot of money on the holiday packages. All right?
Use points on the bottom, get one free. Can they use their points for the holiday packages?
Yes. Okay. Now we've talked about the products, and I want to talk just a little bit about the opportunity. We have a 3-step program. Step 1, you join the party. You can come into this business for as little as $99. With that, you get 4 wraps. You can turn around and sell those 4 wraps for $25 a piece. You've paid for your business. You sign up on an $80 auto ship, and that's products that you're going to use to be a product of the product. So that way, when you go out and share what these products are doing for you, you're not selling, you're sharing. And that passion resonates from within you, and people are going to know that you're real. So as a distributor, to be a good distributor, you want to learn about the products. So when you're talking to people, you match that person with the right product that they need to help them look better, feel better, and live longer. That way you're not selling. Okay? So that's step 1. Step 2, oh, and we've got booster kits too. I'll just briefly go over that. The mini booster kit is only available at the time of enrollment, and with that, you get 2 extra boxes of wraps, a box of facials, your greens, defining gel, and your fat fighters. So you have everything you need to do to have a party. And you sell those wraps and facials, and you have $300 in party cash, and that's only $149. And then the party booster, the big party booster, is available at any time. Okay, so if you have a lot of parties booked and you can afford to order the party booster, you're going to save a lot of money by doing that. So you get 4 boxes of wraps, a box of facials, your greens to go, your defining gel, your fat fighters, and your lifting lip and eye cream. And that's $349. You sell all those wraps and your facials, and you got $500 in party cash. Now, another good thing is step 2. Let me go over that with you. Step 2 is wrap for free. You gather your first 4 loyal customers in your first 30 days, and you get your wrap for free. You get 2 free boxes of wraps or $120 in free product. You turn around and sell those wraps, and you put $200 back in your pocket, cash back in your pocket. Now, also with this, for every 2 customers that you enroll, you get rewarded with an applicator reward point. Now, a box of wraps for distributors and loyal customers is $59, but with an applicator reward point, you can buy a box for $25. And you don't pay the shipping if you get the standard shipping, you just pay the tax on it. So with 1 box of wraps, with our tax that we have here, it comes to $27 and something. And then you turn around and sell those for $100, those 4 wraps, and you keep the difference. So you've got a bigger profit margin there. So that's ongoing throughout your career with It Works as a distributor. And step 3 is $500 guarantee. You bring 3 people into the business with you, teach them step 1 and step 2. You're going to be guaranteed $500 on your paycheck. So for each one of these, you're also going to get a $100 fast start bonus. Now this $500 is everything that you've earned other than your wrap cash from the time you came into It Works until that present time. So that's what that $500. And if you haven't earned $500, that's your commissions and your fast start bonuses. If you haven't earned that, the company will make up the difference for you. And this you want to complete in your first 60 days. So does anybody have any questions? Nobody has any questions? So what's your number? How much money would it take to make a difference in your household today? It's proven, and it's out there, you know, it's been published that an extra $300 can save many people from foreclosures or bankruptcy. What would you do with an extra $300 to $500 a month? So when you're talking to people, you ask them what their number is. What would they like to make extra for the year? And then they point to that rank, and then you can tell them how to get there. And you teach them the steps to success. Okay, I've given you all a blank steps to success. I want you to practice something for me. I want you to think of 4 people that you can pencil in that needs these products. 4 people that needs to lose weight, or somebody that has lost a lot of weight, that needs to tighten, tone, and firm, somebody that has skin problems, or somebody that's just really unhealthy, that has fibromyalgia or diabetes or some other kind of illness. Literally pencil those in, and those are the 4 that you're going to want to talk to. They're exact lists when we go over the text blitzing. Now, and you want to use a pencil because that changes. Now, think of 3 people that need to make extra money. Think of 3 people that $500 extra a month would make a big difference in their life. And literally pencil them in. And I want you to post that every month. So this is the 2nd of the month. And if you put that in view, like on your refrigerator door, or if you put it near your computer, it's in plain view. And that gives you a roadmap of what to go for. Does anybody have any questions?
I have a question.
Okay.
For the team members, do you put the people you're going to put on your top line, or do you put people you're going to, anyone that you're going to, like, say that I signed up a distributor, but I was going to put them there?
Well, that's okay. We'll talk about charting later. So that will come under charting.
But would you write that in your goals? Like,
yes.
That's one of my 3.
But if you're personally enrolled, yes.
Okay.
It'd be somebody you'd be talking to. Okay? So what's your choice? We've talked about loyal customer, and we've talked about distributor. As a loyal customer, you get wholesale prices, you get your personal portal to manage your orders, you get free shipping, you get free products with your perk points. As a distributor, you get wholesale prices, personal portal to manage your orders or your business. You earn cash, you earn bonus and commissions, and you get out of debt, and you have friendships, fun, and freedom. So what's your choice? And I'll leave that with you tonight. So we went over the party pad, and we're going to teach you how now to fill up your appointment book. Okay? But first, I want to show you this. In order to do this business and be successful,
quick. I said I'm shaking it a little bit. I want to move it.
in order to do this business and be successful in this business, you've got to learn that you're going to have to step out of your comfort zone. You're going to have to do whatever it takes to get over your fears. You're going to have to believe in yourself. Get up every morning, look in the mirror, and get in the habit of this. You might think it's silly, you might think it's weird, but it really works. If you get up every morning and look at yourself in the mirror and say, I love you, you're worth this, you're beautiful, you're awesome. Just practice that every day. And you want to do whatever you do to leave your baggage and your negativity behind. Because in life, things happen, okay? But when you go out and talk to people about your business, and when you go out and talk to people about the opportunity and the products, just remember, positive attracts positive. Positive energy attracts positive people. Negative energy attracts negative people. And what kind of people do you want on your team? So make a list of the characteristics that you want to attract in a distributor. Make a list, self-motivated, somebody that's teachable, coachable, somebody that's driven, that wants success, that they'll do whatever it takes, even if it's changing themselves. And a lot about this business is self-development, because I can tell you, I've been on that journey. And a lot that I've uncovered wasn't pretty, but I've accepted it, and I've changed it, and I've moved on. So that's what you've got to do, is leave your baggage behind. So just remember that. And I can get you a copy of this. I've posted on Facebook a lot, and I can post it, and you can copy it and blow it up and print it out. So I put that where I can see it, visually see it all the time. So we're going to talk about filling up your appointment book. Who needs appointments? Who's got appointments in their appointment book? They feel like they have enough appointments. Let me put it that way. Who needs more? Okay. So that's what we're going to talk about tonight. So what I want you to do, I want you to go through, where do you think you're going to find these people to book these appointments? I want you to go through your friends list on Facebook, go through your contacts in your phone, get out all your leads. How many of y'all have done shows and you've got stacks and stacks of leads? Get out all those leads, all your leads and your contacts from Blitzing. And then you knew people that you don't have these leads yet. Do your friends, your family, people you go to church with, people that you're in other groups with, if you're in other networking groups, or if your children are in school. Start making your list, because people's names are going to start popping into your mind. Yes?
Before I started this business, I really didn't care to bring people on Facebook, especially people I went to high school with. I really didn't care what they were doing. But I went through and started friending them, and they knew me, so they accepted my friend request. So just remember that. I mean, you need to create relationships with a lot of people, and you can't just go friend everybody that you don't know. You'll get put in Facebook jail. But people that you know, that know somebody, do that. I mean, I've gotten a very loyal customer doing that.
That's really good, Shannon. You never know where this person's going to lead you to that person, and that's called networking. If you're in networking groups, don't go to the networking groups to sell. Go to start building relationships. That's what this business is all about, is building relationships. And I've been in a networking group for a year, and I'm just now starting to reap the rewards of that by building. I've spent the last year going to my meetings and building relationships with the other people in the group. Okay? So now you've got your contacts. So what are you going to say when you call them? Keep it simple. You want to just say, hey, I've got some free time. I'd love to get with you and chat. Haven't talked to you in a long time. Or if it's an old lead or a potential, jog their memory because they might not know who you are. You can text that to them or you can call them. Okay? Your object is not to sell them. Your object is just to set up an appointment. That's the object. It's just to set up an appointment to meet with them. Now, if they say they can't meet with you, then we've got another scenario for that too. So, let me find my notes here. You can just say, just an example, say, I have some free time a couple of days this week. What's your schedule like? Are you free for coffee? Are you free for lunch? And if your hometown, if you don't live in your hometown and you're going to be in your hometown for a weekend, say, hey, I'm coming to town this weekend. I'd love to meet with you. Haven't talked to you in a while. I'd love to meet with you. And just set that appointment up, okay? Now, if they can't, if it's a lead, a potential that you've talked to before, and you call them and they can't meet you, then you can say, if I send you a video, a short video, 3-minute video, would you watch it? So we always want to use our tools, okay? And we have that short 3-minute video that Cami Dempsey did that we can send. So, and then when you meet with them, and if it's your family and friends, how many in here have many family and friends that you have not done the party pad, flip pad with? Raise your hand. All of us. So what you can do with them is say, I'd love to practice my presentation. Would you be willing to listen and critique me? So then you get to go through the party pad with them, and then you get to go over the opportunity with them. Okay? And that's all you're doing here is setting up the appointments. And you always want to be upbeat and positive. Okay? Now your appointments are set, and like I said, if you've sent them the video, always make an appointment to call back or to follow up. And follow through with it. Because you've got to have integrity. People need to know that they can trust you, that you're going to follow through with what you say you're going to do. So, and then when you send it back, this is something that you can say. Say, when can I call you back to see what you think? And then set that second appointment up to call them back. And then if you're meeting them in person, use your tools. Use your party pad. And go through your party pad. And then when you get to the part of the testimony or the products, give your personal testimony. Or if you have somebody on your team that's had great results, like Kaylee's had great results with the Fat Fighters and the Defining Gel, talk about that. Somebody that you personally know. So now you've set up your appointments, you've sent the video, now you want to close the deal. So, Tara, can you write this up for me?
Mm-hmm.
Be my writer. There's 6 points to closing. And if you'll just practice this, once we finish this, we're going to break off and we're gonna do role playing and practice, okay? Okay, I've got a right there. Over here. So, yeah. 1 is, what did you like best? That's the first question you're going to ask them. What did you like best? And circle best. That's our key word. So that's what you want to remember, the word best. I'm glad she's my rider because I'm not a good rider. Like chicken scratching. So if you've talked to someone and you've done the party pad and they come back to you and they say, well, I like the greens, or I think I want to try the fat fighters, or I want to try the skincare, then you know they're not interested right now in the opportunity. So you're going to talk to them about the products and the loyal customer program. Okay? Not everybody's interested. A lot of, just tell them what they need to know. Don't, as Pam Satter say, don't throw up on them.
I've always heard educate them on both and let them decide. That's what I've always heard.
Okay. But now when they say that they're interested in the products, that's what you want to talk about the products. Then you can lead into the opportunity after they've been on the products a while. Our best distributors became distributors, and they were loyal customers first. Okay, so keep that in mind. Now, if they're interested in the opportunity, the next one is on a scale of 1 to 10, what is your interest? We'll let her get that written up there. Boy, Liam's just watching you write. He's got that frown on his face. He's just watching you write. He's really intent on that. Okay. And scale of 1 to 10 is what we're going to circle on a scale of 1 to 10. Okay. So, with 1 being 0 interest, we've got to get from 1 up to 10. Now, if you've done your party pad presentation, you've talked to them about the products, if they say 1 or 0, leave them alone. If they're a good friend, say, I'll always be your friend, but I won't ever present this to you again. And stick by that, because eventually they're going to watch you, and then they're going to ask you about it later. They're either going to watch you losing weight, feeling better, or they're going to watch you be successful and make a lot of money, and they're going to want in on it too.
Or the circumstances in their life might change.
That's
it
right.
might be whatever's going on in their life on their end. It might not even be you or the business.
That's exactly right. That's a good point. So just remember that. A 1 or a 0, just leave them alone. And anything over a 1 is good. You want to keep working with them to get their number higher. So say, for instance, you've talked to them and you say, on a scale of 1 to 10, what's your interest? And say, with 1 or 0 being not interested. And then they say, well, I'm about a 5. They say, well, what can I do to get you higher? If you've shown them the party pad, then you can reach down in your toolkit and get another tool out. Then you can send them the video. Then you can send them or show them the Wrap magazine, okay? In the Wrap magazine, it tells about all the stories of our leaders. It tells about our company, the integrity of our company and where we're going, and it talks a lot about our products. And Shannon said on the newsstands, it even has a sample of the exfoliating peel in it. So you can send them the magazine or you can send them the video. Always set another appointment. Can I have a drink of that water? Set up another appointment to follow up with them. If they're a 5 to an 8, then set up a 3-way call with your Diamond Upline.
So 0 to 1,
Not interested.
not interested. 2 to 5, get a tool.
Use a tool that you haven't used.
And 6 to 10, 3-way.
No, you wouldn't need a 3-way of 10. Just say a 6 to an 8, 5 to an 8. This would you do a 3-way with your Diamond Upline.
5 to an 8.
8 or 9.
Yeah, be all in.
That's when you want to get your Diamond Upline. And if you all in this area, if Tara, do you have other people that you can refer to on your team to do 3 ways if you're not available?
Yeah.
We can work with each other. I'm willing to work with you on your team if you're willing to work with me.
Yeah.
And we can trade out numbers and do 3-way calls, because once you start this momentum, you really go fast, okay? And your books can really fill up fast. So the 3-way call with your diamond upline. And if they're a 10, they're ready to start the business with you now. Okay, and when you're talking to them, you say, the number 3 is monthly income. And you want to circle that, monthly income. When you're talking to them, you say, what kind of extra income would you like to make? How much extra income would it take to make a difference in your household today? And let's just use an example of $500 tonight, okay? Say, would 500 be what?
How much do you need?
And
You asked that 3 different ways.
what kind of extra income would you like to make? And so example, we'll just use 500. And number 4, income would you like to make? And number 4, how many hours a week can you devote to making that amount of income a month? How many hours a week can you devote to making that income a month? The number that I gave you, number 3.
What's the kid if they give you an outrageous number?
If they give you an outrageous number in the beginning, they're not going to make that amount of money. Say, let's be real here. Let's just be real. That takes a while. We're gonna start from step 1 and build.
I find that most people aren't gonna go for the big number anyways.
A lot of times, if you give
It's
them,
just like $500.
yeah, if you give them a big number, if you're talking to somebody and say you can make $10,000 a month, you went right over their head. On most people, the majority of people. So we're gonna circle hours.
But I think if you did find someone who did grasp that you could make that much money, then you need to say, then you better be willing to put the hours in, because you can't get that kind of money making.
You can't do it on 10
eating
hours a
and
week.
you can't do it, you know.
Okay, circle hours.
After many.
Hours. How about that?
I know it's like, we probably should have went that way.
Okay, now number 5 is how many months are you willing to work that amount of hours to make that amount of money a month?
Break it down, sister.
Okay, so we're using the scenario of example of.
These are like book-long questions.
Okay.
Questions.
How many months
How many months
are you willing to work? You can just put month, how many months, question mark, and just erase that. And circle months. Okay, now in your notes, you can write, how many months are you willing to work? And we're going to use the scenario example of 10 hours a week. That's just a good average number, and $500 a month. So how many months are you willing to work 10 hours a week to make $500 extra a month?
6 months.
Pardon?
6 months.
So,
It's a good one.
okay, yeah, 6 months is a good number. That's
How
a
many
feasible
months to
number.
get there?
So, now you've got them committed to the amount of monthly income. You've got them committed to how many hours they're willing to put in, and you've got them committed to how many months they're willing to give you so many hours a week to make that income. Okay? Now, number 6 is if I would you. So write if I would you and circle the whole thing. Very good. So if I could show you how to make $500 extra a month by working 10 hours a week for 6 months, would you be willing to join my team today? Does anybody have any questions so far before we break off to do role play?
You say it again.
Okay. Just put if I would you, that's your question. If I could show you how to make $500 extra a month, that amount of money that they gave you,
Right.
extra a month by working that amount of hours a week for that amount of months, say 6 months, would you be willing to join my team today? Would you be willing to sign with me today? So what you've done again, you've broken it down. You've asked them what they like best. You've engaged them. They've told you what they like best. So on a scale of 1 to 10, you've got their number. If it's a low number, you've kept going back and you've given them more tools that you have. You've got your video, you've got your rap magazine, you've got your 3-way calls and your party flip pad. Pardon? And events. That's right. Invite them to meetings. We're having these open meetings the first Tuesday of every month. It's a great place to bring your potentials. Okay?
Opportunity calls.
On opportunity calls, invite them on opportunity calls. Anything else? The one team, one mission. And invite them to go to a rap party with you. If you don't have any of those coming up, invite them to go to a rap party. That way they can see what it's all about. Okay.
I try, if they have, sometimes if I have a girl or a guy with a situation, they're not sure if they're able to fit it into their time schedule, I try to find somebody on my team that has a similar situation, like a single mom in school with a job. You know, and I'll try to get them connected so that they can share how they work their schedule in their life and see if it's something that they can fit into their schedule and if it's something they feel like they would be able to work out. You know,
That's a really good idea.
You
That's
know,
a really
a
good
three-way
idea.
with them, not necessarily get them in a three-way with their upline, but in a three-way with them so that they can get ideas and bounce ideas off of each other so they know if it's gonna fit for them.
Yeah, that's really good. Did you hear what she said? Did you understand what she said? So, and if they're putting 10 hours a week, they don't have to work 10 straight hours. It could be 30 minutes here, it could be an hour here. You can get a lot of phone calls. You can blitz a lot of people in 30 minutes. You
And
know?
sometimes even people who don't have time for a three-way phone call, they're more apt to do a three-way conversation on Facebook. So I do that a lot.
That's good. It's a great idea. That's another tool.
Yeah, it's a great idea. Why? I'm not calling that. And I'm just like, hey, and I kind of tell them and I arrange it. I don't just like strike it on them. Yeah, kind of an appointment. Hey, I'm gonna be doing this. I'm like, hey, so-and-so meets so-and-so. She's the mom I was telling you about. She's got 3 kids too, and she's in school and blah, blah, blah.
So they can
Like,
ask
hey, girl.
questions and answer.
So that's a really good idea. So now you've engaged them, you found their number, you found their income, you found their hours that they're willing to put into it, and you found how many months that they're willing to work that many hours a week. So you've got them committed, okay? Now, they come on board with you, and they're really hot at first, and then they just fall off the face of the earth, you know, or become uninterested after the first couple of months. You can go back and call them and say, hey, what happened? You know, you wanted to make $500 extra a month. You were willing to put 10 hours a week into this. You have to be consistent. Consistency is the key to being successful, okay? And you have to give it time. Not everybody comes out of the gate on fire and make it to ambassador in 8 months. You know, you've got to be realistic. You've got to build your business. And the key to sustaining your business is building a firm foundation. Okay? A lot of people that build fast, it's like a house of cards, and eventually it'll fall off or fall in. You build with a firm foundation, and you're going to have that firm foundation to build up. okay? And people in network marketing, one person that gets another person, that's not like 2. That's like having 10 or 11, because you don't know who that other person knows. You don't know who the next rock star is that you're going to give a blitz card to. You take those blitz cards out and you bless them. You pray over them and you ask God to put that right person in your path. And when you hand somebody a blitz card, in your mind, picture that you're handing them a $100 bill. Because it's worth a $100 bill to you. Getting them in the business and getting them fast start qualified. You get $100 back in your pocket. And if people know that you care, they're going to talk to you. If you're upbeat, you're positive, and you have a caring heart, you're going to attract the right people. And you have an awesome opportunity to bless them with, and you have great life-changing products to bless them with.
Can I add to that?
Sure.
I've had a lot of people ask me, like, about, thinking about giving them $100. You're giving them the $100 bill, and you are, because you're going to be getting $100. And that when you do that, you're doing it in the mindset of that, well, I'm going to get something out of it because I'm going to be getting a paycheck. So I need that person because I'm going to be getting a paycheck. And that in turn, that seems selfish, but it's not, because you are going to be gaining, you're probably going to be gaining a friend, because just about everybody on my team has become like family to me, number one. And number two, they're going to turn around and sign somebody, and they're going to get $100, and they're going to get $100, and they're going to get $100, and everybody's getting $100. So it's really not a selfish thing, because we're all getting $100. I mean, we're all getting it. You know what I'm saying? So it's not that we're just like, oh, this is $100 because I'm going to get it because you're joining my team. And I get asked that a lot, and I think that sometimes that stops people from handing that blitz card because they feel like they're giving it out of selfish reasons. You join because you need the money. It's $100 that you're going to get, and it's $100 that you're going to give. Go get it.
That's a very good way to put it. Thank you, Tara. Okay, so you've got your notes. Are you ready for role play? You ready to practice it? Okay. What I'm going to give you another sheet.
Are we like getting ready to keep recording or?
No, I think that's it.
Okay. Yay, good job.
Yeah, thanks. Bye, guys. Bye. Everybody say bye.
Hang on, let me turn it around.
We love our It Works family. And blitz, rock, repeat. I'm going to give you all a sheet so you